a lot of confidence
78.
and a lot of belief that he really could make a big impression at the 2005 World Championships. But it's the big man stood behind him
100.
who's making all the headlines so far.
And again, finding the treble.
95.
And himself, he's conscious of what he was on.
61.
158. So Wade ought to be first to the double here. Well, he was last leg, wasn't he? Had a shot at it.
55.
Well, is this the moment that James Wade is going to win his first leg of the match? 2/16s for Wade. And again, he just can't finish. We saw Holden check out 120 in the last leg.
Yes. But needs two trebles this time. On that occasion, one sufficed. Good darts, though, to leave him on 36, so pressurising Wade. 3 darts at double 16 to open his account. The youngster shakes his head, looks round to his supporters, shakes his head again, but he's on his way.
Well, he's taken in fair time, but it may all count for now, John, because Holden has the darts here to give him a 2-set lead.
Look at that for grouping. Well, you could have got another half dozen in there, and he probably would have done the way he's going.
Well, it really is a great story, this. And you know, he came back from Hull on the Saturday night having qualified. One of the greatest things he said he's achieved in his life. Then what about this? It could be a 9-darter on. There's a 9-dart finish on from the top banana, Mark Holden. 6 perfect darts out of 6.
Well, I've known Mark Holden for 20-odd years, and I've never, ever expected him to be on a 9-dart front alley. Well, he isn't anymore, but mine, that is an effort. 2 consecutive maximums,
81.
and then to leave 60.
Well, only in his dreams could he have played like this. But he better wake up, because this is real, and he needs just 60 for a 2-0 lead against the much fancied James Wade. 2 10s for Holden.
Well, would have missed your double anyway, Mark, even if you had been on the 9-darter. Look at it that way.
I was saying, John, before I was rudely interrupted by his attempt at a 9-darter, but seriously, he woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, the morning after he qualified. His arm, his throwing arm, had locked up, and he had to go to hospital.
24.
Completely seized up.
Amazing, yes. Yes, 2 sets to 0 to Holden.
Well, this is quite magnificent from Mark Holden, the youngster who's in a lot of trouble. Holden needs just one more set for a place in this .24.
Really has been top-notch, this lad. For all the problems he's encountered, and still after a break, he comes back and immediately finds that treble 20 to keep the pressure on this young left-hander.
A couple of years ago, big things were expected of him. People saying he was a top 8 player. I think he got up to 24, 25, 26 in the world before he was struck down by the dartitis. Didn't play for a year. I think he's ranked in the low 70s now.
71, Stuart, yeah, and Wade is 48 out of the top 100 PDC rankings, which we have access to.
course, Wade has done that in a year. And that's much better for Wade. 2 great cover shots on the treble 19. No going back now for James Wade. He's got to start winning, and keep on winning. Otherwise, he'll be on his way home to Hampshire after a miserable debut in the World Championships.
Well, he's got to do from here what people thought he might do from the outset, and that is win 3 sets without reply.
58.
This is the beauty, of course, of set play. He's only 2 down. I say only. If this were match play and it were legs, he'd be 6-1 down. I think would be on his way home, but can never say from here. He wins this set, right back in the match, and he knows it, even though he is of tender years. Treble 20 leaves the bull.
Holden with the darts in this third set. Wade has got to break the throw. And he may not hear. Could be a kind marker that. Not too low, not too low. So Wade with a chance to take the darts off Holden for the first time in the match.
It's always the problem going for 65 that way. Double 4 he wants now, though. That does happen when you're really up against it. Instead of going a fraction the other side of the wire, always seems to go against you when you really need it. Oh, there's a long way off. That wasn't. What a great recovery, that, Stuart. That hurts the opponent. That really does hurt the opponent.
That was a terrific adjustment. I mean, he was a good 2.5 inches away with that first attempt at the double 5. Well, they've got a big screen in the Apple and Pear in Middleton where Mr. Holden is mine host these days.
100.
They'll be cheering him on.
Hang on in there as much as he can. He's short of self-belief, James Wade. That you can be assured of, and nice to see he's still in there, sparring away.
91.
You've got to say that whoever wins this would fancy their chances of progressing. Simon Watley,
60.
number 29 in the world, awaits the winner, and he hasn't really fulfilled the potential that many people thought that he would. So Holden or Wade will see a route through to at least the last 16 maybe.
81.
But Holden refuses to slip up the top banana. You need just 2 legs for victory.
137.
The best out of him. Impressive stuff from the Hampshire boy. I can't say that, he's only 21.
89.